You are listening to the Built to Grow podcast, delivering the knowledge in all things fitness business. We help gym owners win. Here are your hosts, Tim Lyons and Randy Engston.
All right, welcome to the Built to Grow podcast. I am your host, Tim Lyons, and in studio today, Randy, the officer of optimism, Engston.
Ooh, team no bad days.
Hashtag no bad days.
No bad days. Living your best life.
Yeah. So we got our team here, our 5 pop dolls.
Pop icons. I don't know, what are they?
Johnny Cash is the sponsor of today's show.
The Man in Black.
I'm a big Johnny Cash fan.
I don't,
country music, old school country music fan.
we talk about this a lot, and we tie Rick Mayo into the conversation quite often.
He likes country.
Rick has a great. He's got great taste in music.
Oh,
We listen to a lot of Tyler Childers.
you guys should hold
Sturgill
hands.
Simpson. We would, and we do. We drink whiskey together on podcasts. That's what.
So I'm thinking we bring back the Whiskey Wednesday podcast
Is
because
today Wednesday?
No, it's not.
Damn.
It's not Wednesday.
Next time.
But I think we should bring it back, and I think we should bring guests on and just do the Whiskey Wednesdays with the guests.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then maybe we can reach out to like Jameson and Jack Daniels and see if they'll sponsor the show.
I'm all on board with this. Let me.
Hold on, let me think about this.
Yeah.
Yes.
100%.
Yes. All right. Well, great episode today, guys. Most of you know us as a marketing agency. That's a lot of how you know us as ProFit. Obviously, we do much more than marketing, but we know a thing or two about the marketing game. This episode, we are going to talk about avatars as far as your clients, but avatar problems that you solve as a business. Mm-hmm. So let's talk about why that's important first, to kind of understand not just the avatar. I would say when we describe avatar, we're saying who is the person, what do they look like, what do they do, age, where how much money do they make, like that descriptive of an identity. Isn't necessarily what I feel like you should be concentrating on.
I think it'll play more into the marketing targeting than it will the message, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
And we'll explain why as we get into it.
So let's think about this. If you were only concerned about training or marketing to white female stay-at-home moms between 30 and 55, that's only going to get you so far. Mm-hmm. But what I think you should be focusing on is the problem that you solve, not just for that particular age group, but for anybody that has that problem. Mm-hmm. Your training is a solution to a problem, not a person, or not an avatar person. So
not an identity.
An identity, right? Mm-hmm. So that's where a lot of, like, if you take marketing courses in school and everybody talks about avatar, who's your avatar client? Yeah, that's important, but I think what's more important is the problem that your business is solving, and not necessarily the identity of the person. Okay?
Yeah, and it's two halves to the coin, right? You will need to know who to speak to, identity, and then what to say is going to be relevant to the problem that they have. That problem is also found in other identities outside of that, hence a different message to a different demographic.
Yep. Okay, so let's go over a couple things that maybe some of the problems that you solve. I know for us at Pulse that most of our clients, they want to obviously lose weight and feel better. That's kind of the two. It's not necessarily look better, although it's part of it. It's they want to feel better, which is interesting because depending on who you're talking to, almost you think everybody just wants to look better.
Yeah, and feel right. It's a subjective term.
Yep.
So it's not an easy identifiable. Boom.
Right.
This is the look that they're looking for.
Exactly. And for them, maybe going down a dress size is everything to them, because they're going to feel better mentally.
Yeah, their confidence levels. It's difficult because it's not a logic-based thought. It's an emotional response.
Right. So then maybe you're a sports performance facility and you train athletes, and maybe you train for speed, like one of our clients does. Well, the problem is they're slow on the field. So that's the problem they're solving. But they can train females, males, different ages. They could even train an adult. But technically, they're all athletes. But the problem that they face is that they're too slow on the field, and they're not competitive. So his messaging at that facility is all about speed and how to get faster. And it's not necessarily an identity of the person, like a girl or a boy. It's speed is the solution.
Yeah, I mean, think about it this way, like to use that as an example. If his marketing message was, do you want to be faster on the football field for your high school, victories? Well, that only resonates with somebody who's on the football field trying to get faster. It's probably, the majority of that's going to be youth, male, athletes. But at the end of the day, if he changed that marketing message or the belief and spoke to the problem, do you want to be faster? That's going to appeal to anybody who is experiencing that problem. Right. Now, you can target, obviously, a good marketing campaign is going to kind of capitalize on both halves, and we can get into that a little bit too.
Well, right. If, for example, on that one, if it is a football player, you would run a campaign for football kids, and really to the parents of the football kids, because they're the decision makers. But also, girls soccer. And on the soccer field, that's the two different things. The problem's the same for both, but the avatar client, the identities are different.
The problem and the solution. So where you're plugging people into your facility or your business can be the same, even though the marketing message is different. That male that's experiencing that problem, that female that's experiencing the problem, the solution for both of them is the same training protocol. And I know that we run into situations where people think that our clients have thought that, okay, this female is experiencing this problem, this male that's experiencing the same thing, but they don't have anything in common.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
That's
But
the
at
wrong
the end
way
of
to
the
look
day,
at it,
exactly,
yeah.
right? So you have to you do deliver the result based on the problem, not the individual that's experiencing it.
Yep. So maybe you feel like your avatar client is a executive male, okay? And maybe that's only who you train, because that's another something to think about. Maybe you just really resonate with men and you want to train men. Yeah, well then of course your avatar identity is going to be male. But if the problem that male faces is maybe necessarily they just don't have a lot of time in their day and they need like an express style workout to get it in, get out, and that problem could be the same for a busy mom.
Yeah, stay-at-home mom that's running the kids, going to sporting events, taking them to this. It's the same problem.
So the problem is time. They don't have time to work out, and your avatar identities are going to be different. But yeah, absolutely, your solution for that is, let's just say it's highly effective short programming, right? Come in, get your workouts in. We only need to see you 3 days a week, and it's for 30 minutes, and we'll get you the results that you're looking for.
Yeah, and businesses are built around those beliefs, right? Your solution is it's ingrained in your message, your branding, your core values. I mean, this is what you're known for. And when you can, learn how to market the message to the different avatars, even though, like you said, the problem's the same, you cater the message to the individual through targeting.
So we can just, the message and the targeting. So let's just take that as the problem that you solve for people. And there's actually gyms here in town that really, like, their thing is 2 20-minute workouts a week, and that's all you need. Of course, I don't believe that, and you probably don't, but that's their unique selling proposition. The reason that you go to see them is because they can potentially get results in 2 20-minute sessions a week. And if you're a busy mom or a busy executive male or a busy executive female, it doesn't really matter, but your problem is like, I just don't have the time in my day to get in, that is going to speak to you. And so that's their play. Cool. So the messaging on Facebook, because that's typically where we're going to push out a lot of marketing, is going to be like, you're going to have one campaign towards men executives, maybe another campaign towards women executives, or one campaign for executives. One for moms. Yeah. And anybody else that you can think of that doesn't have time in their day, maybe a busy student. I don't know. I mean, just
well, let's talk to that. Let's say that you're in that position. Let's say that is your model, and you're marketing to just those men to solve that issue, and you're struggling to continually find new blood we're brick and mortar. You only have a certain population to speak to and continue to speak to. So if you're only marketing to the men in that area to solve that problem for the men in that area, you are potentially leaving all of the rest of this potential income and opportunity on the table. Change the message. The problem's the same. The solution's the same. You change your marketing message, change how you're targeting those the targeting for those individuals, and now you've expanded on the people that you can serve to solve the problem.
Yes. Know the problem you're solving, then go outward from there.
Yeah.
I would say that would be probably the best way to do
exactly.
this. Right?
Yeah, get deeper into your delivery systems.
Yep.
What is it that you're known for? What is it that you're providing to the marketplace that people are coming to you for? Who does that cater
Here's
to?
another one. One of our current clients right now, his USP is that they provide food and fitness in one facility. They're just as much as a meal prep company as they are a fitness company, and they bring it under one roof. The problem they're solving is convenience, time, the nutrition and fitness side. And so their messaging might be, fitness is only 30% of the solution. We've got your other 70% covered with the meals, the nutrition portion. We're actually going to give you the meals. It's all part of the membership. And that could go to busy moms. There's your identity. It could go to executives again. It could be anybody that's just so pushed for time that they can't do the meals, or they don't know how to cook, or whatever.
It could be,
and it solves that problem for them. And then they also have the fitness solution as under one roof. That's huge, right?
Massive.
Right?
I mean, that is where fitness, nutrition, accountability. Every facility we work with usually has those three pillars. We talk about how to take those to your advantage and such, but the baseline of getting results for our clients, that's the three big components. He's providing two of those three right off the bat as almost a holistic approach to wellness. So, and it's going to cater to a little bit more than just the busy individual. Let's say the individual who doesn't understand nutrition or doesn't want to dive into nutrition. That's a big piece of the puzzle.
But the huge takeaway here is that if they just worried about the busy mom, they're leaving the other people off the table, or the people that could be anywhere in between that doesn't understand nutrition or just wants convenience. So understand the problem first, then cater your marketing messaging and your targeting to speak to that person that has the same problem. If you're just focused on the avatar identity, you're missing the boat. And that's the whole point of this podcast, is that go from the problem you solve outward, and then who of all these people in the world have the same problem, and let me speak to that person, and let me speak to this person, let me speak to this person, and then you have different styles of marketing campaigns that go speak to these people. Boom.
Yeah, that's a great way of putting it.
I'm gonna drop the mic. I'm back.
Done. Just
I'm
boom.
Back. No, I'm back.
That's it. That's exactly it. With on the head, and the solution to the problem is really get deep, guys. Like, figure out what you're known for, and if you don't know that, spend some time figuring it out. I can tell you I've taken by now hundreds of calls with different gym owners, discussed their business model, who their avatar. I ask, what is your avatar client on almost every single call. 35 to 55-year-old female is for just top level is usually the answer to that question. Well, guys, if we were all only serving that demographic, we'd all be competing for just that demographic. Who is going to train the rest of the individuals out there?
But not necessarily that, but the 35 to 55-year-old female, they have a million different problems that they want to solve.
Exactly. And if you just use that as your baseline, what are their struggles? What is the problem that they have?
Some are too lean and they need to gain weight. Okay, some are too heavy and they need to lose weight.
Yep.
Some are in great shape, but they just don't have time to maintain it. There's three different things all fit within that 35 to 55-year-old female. So really, which one of those are you solving the problems for, right? So
yeah, true.
That's really
it's deeper than just, like you said, the identity description of the individual.
And what you said earlier is the solution for the 30 to 55-year-old female that wants to lose weight is technically the same solution as the 30 to 55-year-old male that wants to lose weight. You don't need to have two separate programs. So that's where it gets really cool, is that you have the same solution for everybody, or most everybody, and you're just solving that problem. And it could be an array of different individuals that have that problem. So it's not just the female or just the male or just the age group or whatever. It's the problem, and then your product is already that solution. You don't need to change anything.
Yeah, and that's 100. It goes right back to us in our coaching programs. We teach people how to build businesses around systems. The clients walking through your door are massive. I mean, we need to know as much about that, or we want to know as much about that individual and their identity and their struggles and the problem that they're having, so that we can best suit that. But at the end of the day, do we really care if it's a male walking through the door for that session or a female walking through the door for that session? If we're going to deliver what we're known for, it doesn't matter, right? And if we, like you said, we can't leave all of that potential money on the table and opportunity on the table, and the mission that we're on, right? Let's help more people, and by understanding how to tailor your message based on the problem, not the identity, you can do so.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, that's it for this episode, guys. Take that one, get the pen and paper out, and start taking notes, and start look inward at the solutions that you're providing for your clients, and just go stand objectively and look in at your business, not from the outside looking in, and say, holy cow, well, wait a minute, I'm really helping people move better and age more gracefully. Great. Let me just go, that's my solution that I'm providing, and this is the problem that people that have that face, and here's all the array of people that I can speak to.
Yeah, and you hit it kind of there. Take it subjectively, right? From a distance, we're too close to the problem quite often. So when we think of what we're known for, it's, oh yeah, we deliver fitness, nutrition, and accountability. Well, that's not deep enough. That's not what enough. You actually are servicing to your marketplace. So get clear on that, and then your marketing message will be a lot easier for you to figure out.
All right. Get to work, guys. Until next episode, keep changing lives. Bye.